CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer and welcome back to Game On. It's almost time for the county's winter break. Well, we got a little more high school sports in store for you, so let's get started. It's Game On. We begin with some girls basketball scores from the last few days. We saw Francis Scott Key rally past Winters Mill and Liberty pull away from Manchester Valley on Tuesday. South Carroll with a win there and Westminster with a win as well. Checking in with the top scoring performances for girls basketball, and Westminster's Maddie Gassman had a 24-point game in that Owls win over Liberty last week. FSK's Drew Watkins still holds the top mark 3 weeks into the season. The Carroll County girls basketball standings have South Carroll on top at 2-0, with FSK next at 1-0, and there are 3 teams 1-1 in county play. Some girls games coming up on December 21st. We have a handful of road trips on the slate. FSK is at Hereford, Liberty at Glenelg, and Westminster at Mount Hebron, to name a few. CMSportsNet brought you live coverage of Francis Scott Key visiting Winters Mill in a girls hoops county clash on Tuesday, December 19th. Time to take a look at the highlights from the Falcons' Nest. Francis Scott Key traveled to Winters Mill on Tuesday, December 19th in a girls basketball showdown that featured the reigning Carroll County champion Eagles in their first league game of the new season. Key faced a Falcons squad going after win number 1 of their winter campaign. Abby Rieger comes up with a steal and takes it the other way for a layup. First points of the game for Francis Scott Key. A low-scoring start to this one, but Winters Mill is hanging in there. Hannah Neske misses the long-range shot, but fellow freshman Riley Haskins gets the putback. And it's a 7-7 score after 1 quarter from Big Mill. The Falcons are keeping pace. Haskins feeds Janae Pryor for a 3-pointer, and we're tied up at 10-10. It's a 1-point game, but Marissa Alamari knows the bank is open just before halftime. It counts for 3 more points, and the Falcons take a 23-18 lead into the break. Alamari has 3 3-pointers in the second quarter. It's a struggle to find some rhythm in the third quarter, but Summer Brooks is starting to heat up. Her free throws in the final seconds of the frame give FSK the lead back at 28-27. It's also her first point of the night. The Eagles close the third on a 6-0 run, but Alamari puts Winters Mill on top again with another 3-pointer early in the fourth quarter. Brooks has an answer with this nifty drive to the basket and the layup. Even up again, this time at 30-30. This sequence has the Eagles feeling like they are taking momentum in the game. And when Brooks finishes the play with an and one, the junior guard is stoked. Her free throw makes it 34-30 for Francis Scott Key. Neske is trying to get her team back into it, and this 3-pointer certainly helps. Falcons trail 36-33. Here's some more from Brooks. Another steal and fast break bucket with a foul. It's 39-35 for FSK. The Eagles pull away down the stretch. Kenzie Bancroft cleans up a miss down low, and the visiting team is about to hang on. Final score is Francis Scott Key 46, Winters Mill 37. Drew Watkins has 15 points and Summer Brooks scores 11, all in the second half for the Eagles, who are 4-0 and 1-0 in the county. Marissa Alamari nets 12, and Hannah Neske goes for 10 for the Falcons, who are 0-4, 0-2 in the CCAL. Nice win, come from behind style for Francis Scott Key. Looking at the team stats from Tuesday's game, you can see how things broke down. No threes made for the Eagles in the win compared to the 7 made by Winters Mill, but FSK solid from the free throw line. Before the game, we matched up FSK's Summer Brooks with Winters Mill's Hannah Neske, and you can see how those players rounded out. FSK's Summer Brooks with 11 points, all coming late in the game. Hananeski with the two three-pointers, and Summer got to the line 6 times with 5 made free throws. After the game, I caught up with Summer Brooks and talked to her about the Eagles' come-from-behind win, so let's check in with the junior guard. Final score, Francis Scott Key 46, Winters Mill 37. Pat Stetzer back with you, and one of the big reasons why the Eagles got the victory, the come-from-behind victory, Summer Brooks, junior guard, led them back. Summer, if you had to decide between the first half and the second half, first of all, let me ask you this. What did you guys talk about at halftime being down in this game? Probably not what you expected, not what you drew up, but what did you guys talk about to get you guys back with a good mindset in the second half?
We weren't playing our basketball. We're used to pushing the ball up the court, and Winters Mill was doing a great job of getting back and kind of sealing that.
Right.
So we just talked about slowing it down, but also keeping our intensity. Because that's what we're best at, is our intensity. So once that picked up, we kind of just kept facilitating.
When the first half goes like that and you're frustrated, I can see it on your guys' faces, things weren't going your way. But you guys have been together for so long. I know you and Abby, for instance, have been playing since you were like 5 years old together.
Yeah.
Is it just a matter of, look, let's take a breath, slow down. We know once we get into our rhythm, things are going to go our way.
Yeah, and also our shots weren't falling in the first half.
And you were getting good looks.
Yeah, we talked about it. We calmed ourselves down, and it just happened for us.
Fourth quarter was yours. I know you had 9 points in that quarter. You started getting to the basket more. I think you were doing that earlier too. But is that just a matter of once the first one goes in, the first layup off the nice pass, you start feeling a little bit more confident about what you're trying to do there?
Yeah. Always confidence is always key. My shot wasn't falling in the first half, so I figured getting to the basket is going to help my team,
right.
And that's how I'm going to facilitate my team, so that's just what I did.
Other kids on the team, I mean, Mackenzie Bancroft, Olivia earlier on, of course, Jayla Watson, they gave you guys some big minutes. How big is that now early in the year? Because you kind of know it's yourself and Caroline and Drew and a couple others too, but those other girls are going to play big roles down the stretch. That's got to be big for them, you to see them on the court with you playing and to get the win on the road like you guys did.
Yeah, they're big dogs. I love playing with all of them. All my teammates are great. We push each other in practice, and they push me to be a better player. I push them to be a better player. So all of them, I mean, it's just great.
Got the job done.
Yeah.
Congrats on the first county win of the year.
Thank you.
Summer Brooks, CMSportsNet Game of the Week, Player of the Game. Summer, thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Brooks and the Eagles resume Carroll County play January 3rd with a home game against Liberty. We stay on the court and move over to boys basketball now, where some county teams have been posting some big wins lately. A big one took place Tuesday night in Manchester, where Man Valley clipped Liberty in the final seconds. The Mavericks also handled Winters Mill in overtime last week, but the Falcons got one back by beating FSK on Tuesday. Looking at the top scorers now, and Man Valley's Brendan Luddy put the Mavs on his back with 30 points against Liberty. And now we have 7 performances so far this season of at least 24 points in the game, so good stuff already on the boys' side. The updated boys basketball standings have Man Valley and Century unbeaten in county play, and just like the girls, 3 teams sitting at 1-1 against Carroll foes early on. Thursday the 21st features a few games involving some county boys teams, Winters Mill hosting River Hill, and Liberty welcomes Glenelg to Eldersburg. Westminster hosts Mount Hebron as well. Liberty traveled to Westminster on Friday, December 15th, just last Friday, for their first county matchup of the season, and we had that one for you as the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Let's see how the Lions and Owls game played out. Westminster hosted Liberty on Friday, December 15th, in a Carroll County boys basketball matchup that featured the Lions in their first county game of the year against an Owls team going after its first county win of the winter. The Lions are flying to open this game. Here's a steal by Cole Jernigan that leads to a fast break layup from Jaden Zumbrin. Liberty 10, Westminster 0 early on. After an Owls turnover under their own hoop, Liberty takes off. Alex Thompson misses, but Zumbrin finds Tristan West for a three-pointer. Lions jump out to a 15-0 lead. Westminster's first field goal comes late in the quarter, but it's a three-point basket from sophomore Shea Greenwood. Owls trail 15-4. Thompson puts up this three-pointer that is off the mark, but 6'8" junior Ethan Hart is there for the putback. Liberty 23, Westminster 6 after 1. All 5 Lions touch the ball on this possession, and it ends with a layup from Hart. Liberty is dominating this one. It's 32-8. It's that kind of night for Westminster. Tanik Zita sinks 2 free throws, but the Owls don't get back fast enough, and Liberty makes them pay. Thompson long ball pass to West for the easy basket, and the Lions lead 45-10 at the break. Westminster trails by 40, but the Owls are still playing hard. Sophomore Charlie Molman spots up for a tray from the wing, and the home team is trying to finish strong. Give the assist to fellow sophomore Brandon Barrett. The Lions fans are pumped when senior forward Bergen Hall makes a move and scores off the backboard, and the visiting team is well on its way to a victory. Final score is Liberty 71, Westminster 34. Aaron Bald has 14 points, and Alex Thompson scores 11 for the Lions, who have 11 players score, and they improve to 3-1, 1-0 in Carroll County. Westminster gets 8 fourth-quarter points from Grayson Bradley, and Micah Osgar scores 6 on the game, but the Owls fall to 1-3, 0-2 in the CCAL. Just like the girls, it's winter break on the boys' side too, with many teams in action next week at various holiday tournaments. When we come back, it's time to check in with Carroll's wrestling teams, and we'll recognize the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. There's more Game On coming right up, so don't go away.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss the Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CMSportsNet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genova's to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Time to check in with wrestling now and find out who's flexing their muscles around Carroll County. Taking a look at some recent results, you see Manchester Valley getting a road win over Westminster on Tuesday. Century won for a third time in dual meet action, and Liberty is also red hot to open up the winter season. A look at the wrestling standings, and South Carroll won its first and only duel so far this season, so the Cavs are 1-0 in county play. Man Valley and Century are also 1-0 after one county dual meet apiece. There have been some dual meet and open tournaments involving county teams in the last week or so, with Man Valley and FSK taking part in the annual Bowerline duels. The Mavericks went 8-1 and the Eagles finished 6-3, so good stuff there. South Carroll traveled to the Eastern Shore for the annual Parkside Tournament, now in its 55th year, with teams from Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia all competing. The Cavaliers took second with 329.5 team points, led by individual champs Brody Henry, Evan Owen, JoJo Gelati, Landon Hamper, and Anthony Rodriguez, and Bella Garrity won a girls' title as well. Some wrestling matches on tap in the coming days, with South Carroll traveling back to the shore for a dual meet at Kent Island. Westminster and Century have Howard County matchups on Thursday, and then it's holiday tournament time with the annual Westminster Duels next week, among some other events as well. When the calendar hits January, there are some solid county matchups on the schedule, and we've got you covered for that, so don't worry. Okay, time for the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and it comes from Century High School. This senior guard led the Knights to a pair of wins, one of which was against a county rival. Let's find out who it is. This week's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Peyton Conrad, Century Boys Basketball. Peyton helped the Knights to a pair of wins last week, one of which was against South Carroll. Peyton, I don't know if it was a career high, but it was a season high for you so far in that South Carroll game. What was going well for you offensively, able to get to 20 points and help your team win?
So we just game planned well. That we knew South Carroll had a bunch of shooters, and we had to stop the people that could score on their team. So we went in there with that mindset. We just came up victorious.
I think you were 8 for 10 from the free throw line in that game, and part of your game is getting to the basket. How much do you work on that? Because your size helps you perimeter player, but you can certainly get to the basket and attack. How much more time do you spend working on just trying to get to the basket and be that better player?
Yeah, Coach Wonder gets us ready all the time. All we do is drills, just getting to the hoop, especially me. He trusts me to get to pull up, get to the hoop, anytime finish. He believes in me to do that.
Off to a good start again this year. I know expectations are always high at Century. You've been a part of this team for a long time. What's different about this year's team that's still going to be able to have you guys there at the end fighting for a county championship?
Overall, we're all scoring the ball well. All of us are scoring double digits, so it's just team chemistry, getting all of us better every practice, getting our team. We're just working as a team better than we've always have been.
Yeah. You guys, some big guys under the basket, Ryan and Ben as well. There's other guys that contribute too. Yes, you lost the leading scorer in the county from a year ago in Andrew Marcinko, but it doesn't mean that you guys aren't good this year. How motivated are you to sort of just keep it going and pick up where Century always leaves off each year?
Yeah, so last year we had one of our bad seasons, but it was still good, but so we're motivated to be better than ever right now. Working as a team, getting each other better every practice. Coach Wonder believes high in us, so we hope to accomplish much.
I was going to say, how excited are you then to sort of be a leader on this team and sort of see where it can go? Like you mentioned, 17-7 isn't a terrible year, but for you guys, it's not good enough. How pumped are you to sort of be the leader on this team?
I'm pumped. I just want to make it far, see how well we can do as a team, just get there far.
All right, well, hey, congrats on a great week. Good luck the rest of the season. Peyton Conrad, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congratulations to Peyton Conrad, who has the Knights heading into a game Thursday at Pikesville to close out the week. Time for a special shout out before we go. Winters Mill senior Camden Cook made it official Wednesday morning by signing his letter of intent to play Division I football at University of Nebraska. Cook earned first-team All-CCL honors this fall and helped the Falcons to a 9-2 record and a berth in the 2A-1A state quarterfinals. Cook averaged 33.5 yards per punt this season and also kicked 3 field goals and 30 PATs, as well as contributing as a receiver and a defensive back. So congrats to Camden and good luck with the Cornhuskers. And that's it for this episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. The holiday tournaments are coming up next week during winter break, and CMSportsNet will have some coverage for you along the way. And Game On takes a brief hiatus. We'll be back in January. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time, and happy holidays.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.